Good morning. Someone had asked for a quick tutorial on how I do my bows for the door hangers, so I thought I'd show you real quick this morning. So I use 4 ribbons, usually, a pipe cleaner, my Easy Bow Design Pro, and this is the sign that I'm going to be matching. So these are the ribbons that I picked. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And we're going to start with our 2.5 inch ribbon. And we're going to go ahead and dovetail this end and get that little folded end off. And the door hanger bows, I don't do really large, so we're going to do a 6-inch tail. So we're going to put it down there and twist. Then I'm going to go a 6-inch loop. So I measure out 6 inches, bring it through and twist. Another 6-inch loop. And on this one, we don't twist, we're just going to smush and trim. And then I'll come back and dovetail that end. And we're going to do this same one again. So we'll dovetail this side and a 6-inch tail, a 6-inch loop, a 6-inch loop, and smush. No twist. All right, now we're going to move to our next ribbon, which is this black stitched 1.5 inch. We'll trim up that tail. 6-inch tail, 6-inch loop, or about that same length as all the others, 6-inch loop, and no twist, and trim. And we only do one set of that one. All right, now we're switching to our bright yellow 1.5, and we're going to trim the edge. And it's going to be just a smidge smaller. So twist our loop, probably about 5.5. Twist. This one's going to be the same length as our tail, and no twist, and trim. And our last one is this green shamrock. And we will dovetail the end, twist, and it's the same length as that yellow one we did, and twist, and twist. It sounds like aerobics. And 1, and 2, and take it to the left. All right, that's it for those. So then I'm going to put my pipe cleaner across, and then I lift up just a little bit, and I come through the bottom and back through across the pegs so that it's actually crossed over. And I give it just a little twist to hold it in place while I pull the bow off. So I'm gonna pull it off, I grab it to keep everything together. My hand is in that little channel that was created by the pegs. And I'm gonna tighten this up, and then I pinch, and I actually twist the bow to get that nice and tight. All right, so we don't need the bow maker anymore, so we'll move that out of the way. And then we're going to dovetail these last tails that I didn't get to. And one more. And then we will fluff the bow out. And that's it. It works great. This formula, I guess, works great too if you're adding a 2nd and 3rd bow to your wreath and you just need kind of some space filler. It doesn't have the long tails. So what I do is we're working on our bottom layer. One's gonna go one way and one's gonna go the other. Then on our next layer, our tail goes the opposite direction, and then our loop. And so I alternate, there we go. Sometimes you have to kind of fuss with the loops. And then this black one is going to come right down the center, and its tail is going to come off the other direction. Then I'm going to switch and do my other side. So bottom layer, tail is going to go one direction, loop is going the other, and then tail and loop. So if you look at your bottom, you've got tail, loop, tail, loop, tail, loop. And then our black layer, the tail went this way, so this one's going to go this way. And we're just going to pull, and it's going to center right in between our loops. And you kind of have to fuss with it a little bit. So then our tail went this way on this one, so our yellow tail is going to go this way. And then we'll do this side. Tail is going to go this direction so that they alternate. And then I'm going to do the opposite with the green, the shamrocks. So that when your bow is done, and you kind of work with it a little bit, just keep pulling. It's not going to go anywhere. So you'll have, there's your bow. And you can fluff it up more once you get it on your design as well. So the big thing is just alternating tails and loops as you go around. And then you can trim it up as needed.